Good morning, John Augustine back again. 2011. Some of the events that occurred, I have them highlighted there just briefly. President Barry. Now, we didn't come from a barracks, but Barry was his name because his father was from Kenya somewhere. He disappeared after he was born, so he had to be reared by his mother and I think his grandmother in Hawaii. 25th, that was the 25th of, the 25th. The 27th of May 2011, he arrived and visited Ireland. He might have visited the President Aris Uachtaráin in Dublin, the presidential residence. Aris Uachtaráin. And then he visited Moneygall, County, I think it's County Tipperary. And suffice to say that that's where one of his relatives, an Irish chap, I think his name was mentioned somewhere, was from. So I don't know if he was pictured having a pint of Guinness there in Moneygall. Small little village. No, it had a customer in it. But he didn't stay in Dublin because volcanic ash from Iceland interfered with air transport all over the place, caused mayhem. So it's funny what nature can do, isn't it? Yeah, we don't know what's around the corner, so we don't. Say our prayers. Yep, yeah. Volcanic ash. So we didn't stay in Dublin, he hopped over to London. Maybe the volcanic ash missed that, but I don't believe it did. But anyway, supposed to say he didn't stay overnight. But I think he come subsequently and visited Glendalough. Not that he was a Catholic, but that's a famous historical site where there was a monastery in the 5th century, St. Kevin. There's great ruins there, of course, which were destroyed by the you-know-who, the British. That's what they do, destroy. And suffice to say that I think he had his wife and children, and they didn't seem to be too happy from what I remember. And so faces, there was no whistling there. Because if they wanted to be somewhere else, and that's no way to go. Wherever you are in a particular day, make the most of it. In the course of events, providing you're not in a funny sort of a place. But there you are, volcanic ash. Then, on the 30th of June, what do you make of this? Tall ships. Now, I notice nowadays an awful lot of tall ships. These ones that have passengers visiting here, there, and yonder, and they're sky high. They look like skyscrapers. I don't think I'd be fancying them, sure. I mean, there's too many accommodation for this, that, and the other, and you can be gawking out at the sea, or you can be somewhere else. You see enough of the sea if you're on a ship, won't you? But we're not talking about them ones. They're talking about the big sailing ships that took our brothers and sisters from this country to other countries. It took them a few weeks to go to America, maybe longer going somewhere else, Australia. Anyway, the tall ships race, and they all headed out from Waterford, the famous port in Waterford, where they have great sailors, that commodores and captains, and that played an important part in the United States in their navy and armies and all the rest of us. Yeah, from Waterford and Wexford. They sent great leaders there to them countries and South America as well. They're named in song and story in those countries. Yeah. And down in Waterford, lo and behold, 500,000 turned up to have a gawk at them and seen them going off. I mean, would there's any of them happen them just sort of say, oh, stow away. I doubt it, because they'd be fairly tough, you know, going around the world or wherever they were going. That was the tall ships. And then in the 1st of July, good news for people in the hospitality area. They were paying 13.5%, you know. So that if you spent, say, £40 or €40, or maybe a lot more probably in Dublin, but then to be adding on 13.5%. So say it was 50, say it was 100. That'd be another 10, that'd be another £13 onto it. And then that was supposed to, well, that was VAT. So then you had to leave a bit of a tip of service charge, there could be. So before you blow your nose, you were forking out this, that, and the other. But they reduced it from 13.5% to 9%. And I think they've done something strange again, increased it again. The hospitality, because that's a very important area when tourists come. They don't want to be fleeced either. The hotels in Dublin now has gone. You'd want to be nearly a millionaire to stay in them with the prices they're charging. Wouldn't put me snooting them in a fit. No. But one or two are kind of good. The Spa Hotel in Lucan is good. And the hotel in Chapel Lizard, a good hotel. Just can't think of the name of it at the minute, but it's there. And their prices are good for overnight stays and bed and breakfast. So wasn't that good? And so that's what that happened. And here we are about presidential elections. And on the 7th of July, guess who withdrew from the race? And she would have had a good chance because she was well known and had a kind of a steady. Barbara Doyle, she used to read the news. And somebody had her as a candidate. I think it was really Gale. And they put Austin Curry, I remember. But he didn't win, as a matter of fact. And he was, she withdrew, which was a pity. Because it's a great honour. But, you know, these ones that are picked and have a chance of shining. But I think they shouldn't be withdrawn. That'd be my opinion. So there we are. We'll leave it at that for 2011. There's enough there, isn't there? That gone down to 9%. It would be nice down the booze and down at 0, wouldn't it? We used to have it on 0 on food in this country, you know, basic food, which is good. Because that means that another countries they might have VAT on them, I'm not sure, but we haven't got it here, and long may it continue. Because you need food and you don't want to be fucking out VAT on top of it. I think VAT on biscuits and things like that, but not on the basic food that you need to survive. Bye now. I'll be doing a couple tonight, the usual, you know yourself. The day goes on, doesn't it? At the pot where you do things. Bye now.